Okay, so this is the start of my expedition trip. So what I'm going to do is show you some things that I'm going to build and some things that I've gotten. I want to start going up to the Boundary Waters in the wintertime and do some expeditions on fishing and just going out there for 2 or 3 weeks at a time. So this is the start of it right here. So just to show you my little man cave stuff. This is it. This is my sewing room. So if you ever get a smokehouse from me, this is where I build it. So just to show you my little poke sledge right over there, but I'm going to use a toboggan over there at the Boundary Waters. My sewing machine right here that I normally use. And I usually watch some YouTube videos while I'm doing that. So, to start out with, this is the stuff that I've gotten that I hadn't built. I went ahead and bought some Sturger Mutlux boots. Got some Sturger mittens. Also got some extra boot liners. Also socks. Got the minus 50 degree and minus 30 degree, 2 pairs. And then, last but not least, I had to get the Silky Katana Boy 650. I've got a bob saw, which works great, but if I'm going to be solo out there a lot, I want something that'll cut the wood fast. So here, oh, and then one other thing. Here is my box that I just got from Lure of the North. What I did get from them was so what I got from them, Lure of the North, was an anorak. So this is it right here. Let's see. That's it right there. It's a shell is what it is. For the winds and just pulling the sled. And then this right here is the toboggan kit. I decided to just put the thing together myself. It's a 12 foot, so 10 foot of it is usable. The other 2 foot is the curve. And I know most people get the 10 foot, but I'm going to be solo for 2 to 3 weeks. And I felt like I might need the extra 2 foot for food. So, got to put that together. Things that I am going to do, I bought some 7-ounce canvas. I'm going to try to see how that works out. Most of the time, I build smokehouses out of the 10-inch canvas. If it's made out of canvas, which is waterproof, sun forager, and fireproof. But this is 7 ounce, and then the ones that I built in the past are always 10 ounce. This right here is 7 ounce. I'm trying to keep it light. It doesn't have anything, so it doesn't have any fire retardant. And it's not Army Duck either. The other ones that I use is Army Duck. This is not Army Duck, so I'm going to try it out and see how it does. I'm trying to lighten the load a little bit. And I'm trying to use canvas instead of nylon, since I'm going to be out there for 2 to 3 weeks. And so what I'll do is when I build it, I'll spray it down with some fire retardant, and then I'll spray it down with some water repellent and see how it does. And I'm hoping that it's a lot lighter than a regular 10-ounce canvas smokehouse. So other things that I'm going to do is this is a 1000D that I'm going to build a bag out of. I plan on building I've already got one 4-foot bag, and then I'm going to build another 4-foot bag, and then I'll have the stove in the back. So I'll have 2 4-foot bags and then the stove. Hammock, I'm going to build an orange hammock. This is the Mountain Series, the 1.7 Mountain Series fabric. It's breathable, very, very good stuff. And then this is also breathable, and it's I can't remember what it was, but I know that it's breathable, and it's used a lot for the under your underquilt protector is what it is. So I'm going to build one of those. I will be in minus sub-zero weather, 0 to minus 40, 50 degrees, whatever it blows at me. I'll be out here in the middle of January, so that's the reason why I need all this stuff. So this is the start of my expedition, and I thought I'd bring you along and show you what it takes to do one of these, in my shoes anyway. So this is the start. Well, I got the smokehouse ready for the Boundary Waters for this winter, January. This is smokehouse 1. I did put 4 poles instead of 3, just because of the winds and stuff I'm probably going to be facing. It's made of canvas. And the canvas tents always put a little pole in the back and pull out the back end with that, as you can see. Inside I've got 2 center support poles, which is going to be nice for a smokehouse 1, all the way down. And these are made of the 4.433 millimeter poles, so they're pretty heavy duty and very, very stiff. Handle the winds and the snow, I think, pretty good. So like I said, I think this tent is ready, and should be a fun trip. Also thinking about going to the frozen butt hang in Wisconsin, so it'll be fun to set it up out there before I head to the Boundary Waters. So this is it, Smokehouse 1, 11 foot. Okay, so working on my sled, or just starting to work on it a little bit. So this is it right here. This is a 12-foot toboggan from Lure of the North. Thank you, Lure of the North. And I've got the wood pieces out. I've got them, let's see what I did. I bought the linseed oil for it. Well, I actually had some. But I used that for my wood pieces. And again, this is a 12-foot toboggan. And this is one of my older smokehouses here on the back. It's 13 foot long, 6 foot 2 high. And that's the size that is. But got a roll of canvas there. And so this is it. Should be fun to build. Okay, so we were smelling something in the house. My wife has got one heck of a nose. She started smelling it first. Later on, I thought, yeah, I'm smelling something. I can't tell what it is. And anyway, so here's what it was. I had left this microfiber rag on top of the linseed oil. The cap was even closed on it. But the microfiber rag had linseed oil all over it. You can see where it melted the cap, and it started having a chemical reaction with the rag. So the can was hot to touch. I pulled it out of the house, got this out of the house, so you can see on the linseed oil, do not use a microfiber rag. You can see where it's having a chemical reaction with it. So just to give you some heads up on that. Okay, I've got the wood planks screwed onto the toboggan on the back side. Now I've got to drill the holes on each corner and put the screws or the bolts in. Okay, I got the sled done. It's a 12-foot Lure of the North kit. It's an HD. It's not the other plastic, it's the HD. But anyway, I decided to just sew the brake line back here instead of tying a knot. And then on the ends, I doubled it up about 3 times and sewed it to make a really big grab handle knot. And turned out really well. Got the little rings on here with strap. Tape measure. So here's what I'm going to do. This one is 12 foot with 10 foot of usable space. So I figured I'll put the first part of here, I'm going to put a 4-foot bag I've still got to make. And then back here I'll put another 4-foot bag. And then back here I'm going to put the stove. I've got some G hooks here for the stove I'm going to use. I still got some extra rings and some extra stuff here that they gave me. And but yeah, easy to do. Wow, got a lot of birds out in the yard. Springtime, and they're all headed back. So Lure of the North. So thank you, Lure of the North. Great kit. Like I said, I'm going to put the stove back here, and I'll put 2 4-foot bags up here, and I think that'll take care of it. So something else that I did from Lure of the North is I bought their bear paw kit. This is what it looks like. I've still got to put it together. I was concerned that powder I'm going to be in, it could be deep, and I know my regular snowshoes, the modern snowshoes won't do very well. There's my modern snowshoes right here. So let's see what they would look like compared to this. So that's the comparison of the two. So the modern is a 9x30, and these are 16x30s. So I think they'll, from all the videos and stuff that I've seen, I think they'll do well. I've seen some videos where some guys were going across Canada with this regular modern snowshoes, and they were busting through and hitting the slush pretty bad. So I know that the modern or the traditional snowshoes will stay afloat a lot better. So we'll see what happens. Anyway.
Hot dog.
This is the sled. It's all done, and next is the shoes. Okay, I got my bear paw snowshoes completed. This is what they look like. And it was a job, I'm telling you. Still got to put the bindings on. This is them right there. There's the book. But Lure North does have some videos to watch on how to put these things together, and yeah, I couldn't have done it without the videos. So thank you for the videos. So this is them, and still got to put the binding on and getting ready for this trip. Okay, I think I've got everything done for this expedition trip. I'm going in January. So I've got a 12-foot toboggan here, and what I've done is I've got a plastic box on the back here that's just a toolbox that I keep a lot of our camping gear in. In this case, I'll keep the fuel, stoves, pots, pans, and stuff like that in it. So that's what that is. And what I did next, instead of building a tank, I decided just to build a great big duffel bag. So this one is 6 foot long. I was going to do 2 4-foots, but I decided to do this instead. So the bag is 6 foot duffel bag. It's got a number 10 YKK zipper on it. And then what I've done here is I put some grab loops on it, so if I've got my mittens and stuff on, I can just sit there and grab it, pull it out if I need to. It's got 2 pull tabs on it. And next is the stove. Oh, and then what I've got in this bag is the tent on this side, canvas tent, the under quilts, top quilts, sleeping bags, just in case. I've got an extra tent in here that's going to be a Hillberg Damage 2 tent for a backup, just in case something happens. My backpack full of clothes and stuff like that, chairs and everything pretty much that I need, or most everything. So I decided to put the stove up front because this sled is just a hair bit wider in the front than it is the back. And I decided to build a little cover for the stove. And what I did, I've got an ice axe that I used in Colorado on the mountains and stuff, but I'm going to bring it with me, so I built a sleeve right here, and I built some protection stuff on the ice axe. And then the sleeve will just keep the ice axe kind of out of the way. And then on this end, I built another sleeve so I can put the ash shovel on the side of it. Easy access. And then in the very front of the toboggan, I've got my food barrel. Put some food in. I'll have food elsewhere too, but this is the main source right here. So this is the first phase of it. I'm going to lash this down, and then I'm going to show you what else I built for it. Okay, I've got the 6 foot duffel bag lashed down. And so another thing that I built is a top bag. It goes on top of that. And I'm using what they call these G-hooks to strap that down with. And so what I've done is I've put the straps on the bottom of the bag so I can still have access to the top of the bag when needed. So let me go ahead and put that on. Okay, and this is it. So this is my top bag over here that I built. It's about 50 inches long. Strapped down with G-hooks on both sides. There's 3 of them. The straps at the top are Velcro straps, and I can put the skis in. I'll be using some Hawk skis. If I'm using the snowshoes up here, bear paws, 16 by 30s, then I'll strap the skis on the top up here. If I'm using the skis, then obviously I'll strap the bear paws up here. So this is it. 12 foot Lure of the North toboggan. It's got a 6 foot bag at the bottom, 50-inch bag at the top that I can easily access if needed. This is just a plain military duffel bag, and I've got the auger, some fishing stuff, shovel, axe, whatever I need in this. So So this is it. I think I'm ready. And ready to go. So this is all packed up, and it'll be a fun trip, no matter how cold it is.